Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, it is Monday, and we are excited to be kicking this week off with the wonderful Wanda Lewis, who has survived and thrived as a business owner during this whole pandemic. So many things have happened, but Wanda Lewis is here to tell her story about how she has made it through this pandemic. So, welcome, Wanda.
Hi, Kim. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so
Um,
happy that you're here. Thank you for being here and accepting our invitation. I am going to let everyone grab your virtual seats and make sure you let me know where you're from. I mean, people are coming into the audience from all over the world. So let us know when you pop in where you're from and type your name, say some type of comment. That's the only way I even know that you're here. I never even know who's here unless you type something as a comment. So take a moment and type a comment. Let me know that you're here in the studio audience. Wanda, this is an opportunity for you too to share the broadcast with your friends. And you can do that from one of the platforms, the Kim Jacobs Show on Facebook, or if we are we friends on Facebook?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then
We
you can
should
share it
be.
right from my page as well. Okay.
So go to your page and
Yeah. And you can share it right with everyone, right from my personal page, and it'll go right to all of your friends as well. So, hey, everyone that's tuning in, we're talking today with Wanda Lewis, owner of Wanda's Room, and we're going to be talking about how she has survived and thrived throughout this pandemic. Go ahead and tag your friends, type where you're from, type your name. Let us know you're here in the studio audience in your seats. Get ready to have a great time. We're going to have a great time here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Let's kick this party off. Okay. You already shared it, Wanda?
yes, ma'am.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get started.
You're watching Kim Jacobs Show. You know you're gonna have it's the Kim Jacobs Show.
All right, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. We are here today with Wanda Lewis, owner of Wanda's Rooms. Let me tell you a little bit about this wonderful young lady and all the gifts and the talents that God has blessed her with. Wanda Lewis is the owner of Wanda's Room, a customized printing company where they provide you with t-shirts, hoodies, hats, tablecloths, and so much more. With whatever your thoughts are, they're able to create it. So, welcome, Wanda, to the Kim Jacobs Show. How are you doing over there?
I'm doing great, Kim. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. I wanted to make sure people today, with all that's been happening with the pandemic, and it's so much obviously bad news with the numbers rising and death toll rising, and people in quarantine and you know having to shut in and be isolated and not being able to socialize with our loved ones and our friends as much. It's been a big roller coaster ride, but
Yes.
you some kind of way have been able to survive and thrive during this time. Take us back kind of to where it all began for you. First of all, no matter how I try, I don't think I could do what you have back there in the background. So everyone has different gifts and talents. Take us back to where it all began for you, Wanda.
Well, I don't know if I can say as this was the Lord. My business was the Lord. I worked at the post office. I'm a retired postal worker. And right before my retirement, I just kept praying and asking God, what am I going to do with, once I retire? How am I going to function?
Right.
Because I love to travel. So, the t-shirt, I met a young man and he was selling t-shirts. And the thought just kept coming in my mind. God just kept putting these t-shirts in my head. So I finally contacted the man and I couldn't make the t-shirts. So I started selling his t-shirts, going to the flea markets and doing different things. And while I was at the flea market, God placed another young lady in my path who would you be interested in opening up a little storefront? And
Okay.
I said, sure. I said, where and what? How much? And to my behold, the Lord is good. It didn't cost me anything. It was just my first and last month's rent. And I was at all. So this was out in Streetsboro. So I went out there and they built me a storefront out there and I started selling his t-shirts.
So like, okay, because you saying it in such a modest way, Wanda. So but the way you saying it, it'd be the whole interview be over in 2 minutes. You're like, girl, God bless. I got me a storefront, and it was just like that. I'm like, what? It is just like that when you're a believer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It is just like that.
Yes, ma'am. It was to me. It was just like that. It was easy. It was the Lord. I mean, I did some hard work. Trust me. I did some hard work in getting the advertisement and getting the people and everything and bringing them in. And he just kept bringing the right people in my life who kept offering me things. They was offering me display cases. They were offering me wood, different things to just make my storefront. They was building my storefront for me at no charge. So, I was like, okay, God, thank you. So we did that for a couple of years and I just kept praying and everything just kept going great. And I just kept growing and I stayed out in Streetsboro for about 2 years. And I decided that I wanted to come closer to home.
Wow.
So I started praying and asking God, okay, God, what we gonna do now? I want to come back closer to home. What we gonna do, God? So I just kept going out there and doing it and making my shirts and learning how. I knew nothing about making t-shirts. So I started watching YouTube and I started learning the different things that I needed to do and the different equipment I needed. And I just started buying things and practicing. And the people out there in Streetsboro was so nice to me that they let my learning, they let my learning benefit them as well as me when I was selling. So it was awesome. If I messed up, they brought it back to me and they let me redo it.
Wow.
So, right.
I'm taking so many notes from everything that you're saying, and Shannon McKenzie backstage, type some of these points for me. Listen, what I'm hearing you say, Wanda, already, which is such a mouthful. I mean, it's so much of a blessing to people that are watching. And guys, as you all, ladies, women, children, teenagers, everybody that's watching, men, make sure you tag a friend, make sure you invite people to be a part of the studio audience here on the Kim Jacobs Show, and make sure people subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you take a moment to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show YouTube channel. But what I hear you saying, Wanda, is trust God. That's one thing I think I hear you saying.
Yes,
trust God, because God made a way for you during the midst of a pandemic to be able to have a business that you didn't even know about because you were a postal worker, didn't even have that skill set that you knew, right?
Right.
But yet you trusted God. You ended up having a situation where your first month and your last month's rent is all that was required. And then I heard you say something about building. The people building stuff for you. This is an encouragement. So tell us how do you go from trusting God to being in a building that's being built for you by somebody else's hands with first month and down payment? Tell us some more about that.
Well, it just all sort of rolled in for me. I mean, the only thing I can say is I look back on different things that happened and I'm like, it was nothing but the Lord, because I didn't know anything about this business. I didn't know what I was going to do or how I was going to do it. And even after I moved up to Maple Heights into a new location, which God blessed me with once again, that I only had to pay my first and last month's rent, no utilities, no overhead, no nothing. Just go and do what you do. And with that sense, I've always tried to be a blessing because I call myself Wanda's Room, a room of inspiration. So being that, I like to help people. I didn't do it to make a lot of money, to grow and to be rich and all of that. I just wanted to be comfortable. I told God, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And I have been blessed with that scenario. I got my business up and Maple Heights, Ohio now.
Okay.
After 2 years of being in Streetsboro, and it was a little slow, but I said, okay, God, now what are we gonna do? He blessed me, so I'm a certified travel agent as well.
Okay.
So I like to I like to travel, and he knows that if anybody that's friends with me will see all my travel on my on my pages, because I do everything. I
Okay.
go
Tell us some
everything.
places you've been.
I've been to Punta Cana.
Oh yeah, I love Punta Cana.
Yes,
Let's stop there for a sec. Let's stop for a second with Punta Cana. When you go into that like all-inclusive gated place, right?
Oh Lord,
One
Apple
time,
Vacation.
I
Oh yeah.
love it. I love it. One
Oh,
time I went to the beach though, and I was out there, and I was like, my family. We were, well, it wasn't my family; it was just me and my husband at the time. We were just out there, and I was like trying to focus. I was like, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Wanda, there were naked people on the beach.
oh wow. Oh yeah. Well, some of them down there, they do have the nudist beaches down there. I didn't go to too many of them. Cause I'm more of an excursion person. I like riding the speed boats and the kayaking and doing
That's
all the
nice.
parasailing and all of that stuff. We do all of that. We love doing that, zip lining and all of that type of stuff.
That's fine. No, I didn't go. I didn't go voluntarily. Let's be clear. I didn't go say, babe, let's go to the new beach. It was just when we walked out of the resort and we were just laying on the beach on a kimono thing, and we like what?
And they just walking past you, huh?
People were naked, 80, 90 years old, walking.
Yeah,
And
it
you
don't
know what?
matter. All shapes and sizes.
It didn't matter. They were like free. I was like, okay.
Jumping and playing.
So I didn't volunteer for it. It actually slapped me in the face. I was like, whoa, does this mean I'm supposed to start, bearing all? I never did that.
No, you just lay back and just chill and let them go ahead on past.
Okay. Where else have you been, Wanda?
Let's see. We've been to Barbados.
I haven't been there.
Cozumel, Mexico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. See, we was up in Canada for a little while. We went to oh wow, why am I getting a blank now?
Oh, you done been so many places. That's a beautiful blank to have.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people. How do you recommend that people take an opportunity to travel when maybe they haven't been afforded the opportunity, like yourself or myself, to travel to various places? Because it doesn't seem like it's that challenging to make it happen. What advice would you give to people?
It's not. I just say, just pick a spot and just go. Just take a couple of excursions. I know a lot of people go and they don't have anything to do. But I try to tell people when I help them is that find something to do. What do you like to do? Try one thing that you haven't done and do it on your vacation. One thing that you think you would never, because I didn't never think that I would zip line. Okay. Now you zip line in Punta Cana, and your zip line is way past, way up in the sky, and you're climbing up in mountains and climbing through mountains to get up to the next zip line. But I quit on number 10. Okay. After we got to the 10th zip, I said, Mama can't do it no more.
Wow.
I can't go up no more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, zip lining. I did that with a coworker one time. And I tell you, after that zip line experience, we had to become friends as a full couple, like my husband and me and him and his wife, because I clung on to that man like, because it was like
you was with someone? Now see, we couldn't clean. We was by ourselves. Each one we had to go individually.
Oh my God. I was like, I have never done it again, but I did do it that one time. And now that couple, they're like best friends too, of me and my husband too.
Okay.
They're one of our best friend couples. Oh my God. I was so overwhelmed, Wanda, that I literally went soaring through the air with this person, and it was a team building exercise. I was like, no company should make that a team building exercise. Because I was like,
team building, yeah. Not a good team builder, I don't think.
No, not to me.
No,
That's an individual.
yeah.
I said, okay, I am way too nervous to be somebody's teammate in this situation. You know what? I like the fact your energy, Wanda, and excitement that you have about life and the passion. But what I'm understanding is that you can help book people to be able to take some travels. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. I'm proud to say that I help people. I travel 5-star at 3-star prices.
5-star at 3-star prices. So people can reach out to you 216-255-4995. Again, that's 216-255-4995. You can follow Wanda on her IG, her Instagram, and her Facebook page at Wanda's Room. And she is located in Maple Heights, Ohio. So that's what I'm telling y'all. If you want to be a guest on the Kim Jacobs Show, you can be in the comfort of your home or the comfort of your God-built store. And you tell us about your journey, how you how you balance some aspect of your life, how you manage something, how you've had to overcome some obstacles in your life to get to where you are today. I welcome you to be a guest here on the Kim Jacobs Show. People from all walks of life, all over the world, are becoming a guest on the Kim Jacobs Show. So I am so excited that Wanda is here today. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Today's episode is sponsored in part by none other than Ruby G Butter Cream. Ruby G's Buttercream, woo! If you have not had their treats, they can get them to you. So make sure you reach out to them. That's rubygbuttercream.com. rubygbuttercream.com. They are a proud member of the Mecklenburg County Black Chamber of Commerce. And I encourage you to reach out to them. Check out their 7-Up pound cake. Y'all, they have this 7-Up pound cake.
Oh, wow.
They have some chocolate bombs. The chocolate bombs are amazing. You can drop them into warm milk or hot water. It's so tasty. And then it's a little surprise treat on the inside of the chocolate bombs. I won't disclose that because I don't know if they want me to disclose that as one of my sponsors, but it's really amazing. You have to experience it. If you have not experienced Ruby G's Buttercream, make sure you reach out to them and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you their way. And I am excited about them. Also, make sure you stay connected here with the Kim Jacobs Show. I'll share with you ways that you can do that. All right, y'all, we are back with this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. I have none other than Wanda Lewis, the owner of Wanda's Room here, and she is in Maple Heights, Ohio. The other point that I think I heard you say, Wanda, and I love it, is that you took an opportunity to do some tutorials on YouTube. So what you didn't know, you learned, right?
Yes. I did a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and Google and YouTube has turned out to be, sometimes they're aggravating, but it can be fascinating because I've learned a lot of stuff from my business from Google and YouTube and how to.
Google and YouTube. Everybody
I'm still learning, Yeah. Still learning, yeah.
But what do you recommend to people that are fearful? They're nervous. They're like, I am not sure if I'm going to be able to do this thing. You are like, I'm going to go online and I'm going to learn, and I'm not going to back down until I do all of these tutorials to learn my craft, a craft that you didn't even have, right?
Right. It's all in what your determination is and what you want, I do believe, Kim, because when someone says I can't to me, I just can't understand that. I can't fathom that, because I can't does not exist in this world really anymore, because there's too many ways and too many opportunities for you to gain and do what you want to do. I mean, no matter how long it take you, I've always tried to do a business. I've been trying to have a business since I can remember. My grandma put me in computer classes in 1976. I done had computer stores. I done had all kind of things. I done been to school. I done did classes. But it wasn't until I went to church and got under my pastor and got a different mindset on which way to go and how to go, and let God in my life and to let him run things. I had to do a lot of changing. I had to accept a lot of things. I want this. I want this. God said, you can't have that. You can't have that. And he'll show it to me on somebody else's page, and I'll be like, you know, it ain't right. You're just
This
not
ain't
right.
right, God. You said I couldn't have it. What do you mean? Why?
He don't
Yeah.
show it to me. So I'm like, I had to learn a lot of things. And he put a lot of things in my past, and he also took a lot of things out of my past to let
Woo.
me know that, this is not you. So I had to make sure that I recognized and that I gave back to the community what was given to me, and that's
I
the way
love
I try to do. So I work with a lot of ministries, a lot of different people. Anybody starting a business, I try to help them with their brand. I try to help them with their logos at a lower price where they wouldn't have to. They might not come back to me, but I know I did my part, and I know what I did on that part. And because I did that, God sent somebody else, 3 or 4 other people, to me. So
Good,
you
good.
know, that's what I try to do. I'm a room of inspiration. I call myself a room of inspiration, and I try to be inspiring. And I like to see that smile on people's faces when they come and they take one of my products or something, or someone sees it and they like, I got it from Wanda's room, and I'm like, yeah.
So I typed up here, God allowed me to have some things and others he didn't let me have. These are points that I'm hearing you make, and I want to make sure that I capture all of your points that you're making today. That's
Mhm.
a profound point, because so many people are asking God for things that may not be his will for your life. Just because
Right.
he's allowing someone else to have it doesn't mean that he wanted you to have that particular thing,
Correct.
because he knows what his plans are for our lives, and he has
Right.
a different plan for each person and what he has that he's going to let happen in their lives. So I love the fact that you're saying God allowed me to have some things and others he just didn't let me have. Now we have a flash round. Everyone that's on here, take a moment to invite your friends, your family, your coworkers. Make sure that you let people know that you're in the studio audience of the Kim Jacobs Show. And we're going to ask questions and share comments right now, Wanda. So people that have questions, go ahead and type them and share your questions and comments. If you want to come right into the studio, I've already put that link in the comment section as well. One of the questions came from, let's see. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Does she have any tips for small businesses to get off growing online versus brick and mortar? That's a question that came.
Well, I can only give the tips that I have because I am a brick and mortar, and with this year in 2020, I didn't know what I was gonna do because I used events and festivals and different things to sell my items. That was my big money maker. The festivals and the different community events that we had around, in the Ohio area. So
Mhm.
I made a lot of money that way. And when 2020 hit in March, it just cut everything that you had done, you had scheduled, it got canceled. I lost a lot of product because I had made the shirts and the product for the people already, and it wasn't anything that I can do because it wasn't their fault. It was canceled. So um
That's a
the
good
only
point.
thing you can do is I ask God, what do I do now? When I get in a situation, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Oh,
I
no,
take
you're not sorry. I
I'm
asked
not
God
sorry.
too.
I go back to God. I ask God,
Always. Me too.
what do I do now? Which way do I go? When this pandemic hit, I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't doing anything. And you know what he put in my face?
What?
Mask. Mask.
Wow.
He put mask in my face. And I said, God, I can't sew. I don't know how to sew. I don't even have a sewing machine. So I tried to buy a sewing machine and couldn't buy a sewing machine nowhere online. Everything was backed up. I said, okay, Lord, you put this in my mind. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here in this house. I'm tired of sitting in the house, God. One of my mothers called me from my church and said, daughter, my grandson has a sewing machine. You want it? I said, thank you, Jesus. Yes, I do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
I
I went
love when somebody comes on the show and you know what? Don't get me wrong. I love everybody. It doesn't matter what their spiritual belief is, what they what they embrace, don't embrace, whatever. I love God's people, period. I love just people. But and I have no condemnation for anybody. But I am so excited when somebody shares my belief too, and they come on, and I'm like, and these are the beliefs of us individually, not the beliefs of the Kim Jacobs Show. But guess what? I am so grateful and I'm so honored because I am the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, and I believe wholeheartedly in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm so excited that you are sharing the victory that you've experienced during the COVID-19 pandemic, and you're giving all glory, honor, and praise to God. So I'm excited.
Man, he done did so much this 2020. Like I said, I didn't have a sewing machine. I ended up with 2 sewing machines. Okay, 2 sewing machines. Not only that, I said, okay, what I'm going to do for material? You said you got all them T-shirts that you didn't sell. Huh. I said, okay.
Okay, that showed my whole gut. Maybe I won't lay all the way back like that no more, because that showed everything. But it's okay.
He says you got all them T-shirts. I cut up my T-shirts. I went on YouTube. I just watched YouTube for 2 days to find out which mask I wanted to make, and I started practicing.
Oh my!
And I got it down, and it's so weird because I got a 1960 Singer sewing machine that is the beast. Okay, and I sat there at that sewing machine for 8 to 10 hours making masks. The first thing I did was made masks for my Seasoned Saint ministry at my church for all of them. I made masks for all of them. Then I made masks for all the kids in my family. Then I started making masks to sell.
And what's the name of your church again? Season?
No, that's the men. I go to the Word Church with Pastor R.A. Verner.
The Word Church.
Yes,
and that's in Maple Heights?
Yes. No, it's in Warrensville. It's in Warrensville. We're in Warrensville, Akron, and downtown Cleveland.
Warrensville, Akron, and downtown
Cleveland. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
We'll put that up too. Give a shout out to your church because they are definitely impacting and inspiring you to achieve greatness. The Word Church in Warrensville, Akron, Ohio, and downtown Cleveland. Make sure you guys check out the Word Church because I can tell you one of their members is doing some great things, Miss Wanda Lewis, who's here today on the Kim Jacobs Show. So thank you so much for the spirit that God has put inside of you. Let's go to another episode sponsor of ours. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Snow Legal Group, snowlegal.com. Let me give you their phone number, 704-358-0026, or you can also email them at info@snowlegal.com. Now, Kenneth Snow, attorney Kenneth D. Snow, is going to be coming on the Kim Jacobs Show for a legal moment with attorney Kenneth Snow coming up on January 19th. So if you have some legal questions on that date, make sure you know, in addition to whomever my regular guest is, there will be a moment with Kenneth Snow, a legal moment. And that's a great opportunity to hear just a 15-minute breakdown of some things that he'll share with us from a legal perspective. And it's always very enlightening. Let me go to his commercial.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
Yeah. Welcome back to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. I have with me Wanda Lewis, owner of Wanda's Room, with all of those fancy t-shirts and masks and designs behind her. Let's go to a few studio audience comments and see what you guys have to say. Betty Brown said, looking forward to hearing how God has blessed Wanda Lewis during this pandemic. Oh, Jackie King Spencer said you are a Renaissance woman.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Betty.
Jackie says she's faithful, Kim, top to bottom in great detail. These are just great comments about you. People are just saying positive things about you on here. Anybody have any questions from a business owner perspective? A lot of people are like down and out, downtrodden, not sure how to make something happen. We're here today on the Kim Jacobs Show. We have a woman who was a U.S. postal worker, went into retirement, and before her retirement asked God to reveal something that she could do during her retirement years. And here she is now the owner of Wanda's Room. And she attributes this success to what? To the guidance of God.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're going into our 7th year, and I thought that we would be closed down because of the pandemic, but the pandemic did not close us down. As a matter of fact, the pandemic allowed me to hire my first true employee this year. And not only did I get to hire my first true employee, I got to move in this new location. That's why I don't really have anything on the walls yet, because I just moved here late last month with my partner. So we got a bigger spot with it's about just almost about at the same cost. That's just how good God is.
Girl, you know, my mind up in here.
How good God is. So we moved into a bigger spot, lots of display area, really big. I have my own work area over there. We have a conference room in the back, and we now have our own kitchen and restroom inside of our store location. So again, we don't have the overhead and all of that we thought we would have. And the masks took off and they sold. And like I said, I was able to hire my first employee this year. So
wow.
Through the pandemic, in the middle of the pandemic. Awesome.
Now listen, in the background there, we see so many different things. Do you want to grab a few items? I can take you off screen for a second to allow you the opportunity to grab a few items and come back and share them with us. I would love
I'm ready for you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We have different items here.
Girl, is that a Michelle Obama purse?
Yes, ma'am. This is a wallet that I sell. Oh, yeah. I love you. Got it too. Yeah, I sell matching purses that go with it. Okay. We got the black. We got the brown. We got any kind of one. I love Michelle Obama.
Girl, I love some Michelle Obama myself. I got I got a big old purse.
Yes.
That is cute.
Yes. I sell a lot of Michelle Obama.
Well, give us an idea of the prices.
Okay, the wallets go for $20.
Okay, that's good.
This right here, this right here is $40.45.
OMG, girl, you're gonna make me have a pop-up shop up here right now. Wait a minute, let me at least go back to putting your store information up here. Give me 1 second before you keep talking. This is good. Y'all listen. If y'all are interested in purchasing some things from Wanda's Room, now Wanda, you never know, God might just bless you to become a sponsor on the Kim Jacobs Show, by the way, because
that thought came through my mind already. He already to put it in there. Lord, already working.
Girl, already working. Girl, make me lay back in this chair a little bit. Okay. No, the reason I'm saying that is because I can imagine now every day when I have different guests come on the show, they bring their own audience too of people that believe and follow in them and what they, giving honor where honor is due, they support them and their vision. So imagine every day, Monday through Friday, I have different guests that come on. If they see that stuff that you're putting there and you do like just a quick commercial version of it, OMG, so many people would be buying. You'll be an online business, baby. Online.
But I have an online store, so we can do that. And I do online everything. I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I'm everywhere. Anywhere I can sell, I am there right now because I can't do my events and everything. So I sell everywhere I can.
How much is that? How much is that?
This is $30.
Okay, y'all. Now listen, I know we right here on the Kim Jacobs Show, but if there's somebody that want any of the items that Wanda's Room is putting up, then you go ahead and type in the comment, I want that Michelle Obama purse. I want that Michelle Obama wallet, and we'll make sure you're connected.
Got the red and the black. And
OMG.
these are double. These are double wallets.
Wait a minute. Let me put you front and center so everybody can see it better. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Put the wallet up.
These are double wallets. So these are double, and they're only 20. Okay.
OMG.
And you have your outside pocket as well.
What color?
And,
I have the black. Okay.
Okay, you got your little wrist thing that you can use to put on there.
I don't have no wrist thing on my. I got gypped. I got gypped. Where my wrist? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so different ones, different styles. You have the single ones as well.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. Single one as well.
Yeah, mine is the single one. That's what it is. I got the single. You got the upgrade.
This is my Michelle Obama umbrella.
How much is that?
This is 20.
Oh my goodness! And you
I do the duffel bag.
Y'all, listen to me. Y'all tag your friends. Y'all start some watch parties. Let people know that Wanda from Wanda's Room is on, and she has survived the pandemic by being a small business owner. And literally, God has literally given her the opportunity to be in an upgraded space for a nominal cost. Okay.
Yes.
He's continuing to bless her with all of these great goodies that she's promoting. And then you actually create the images on the t-shirts and stuff?
Yes, ma'am. We have, this is one of the favorites that everyone likes. Did you see the devil, Warner Brother?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you see the devil,
If you see the devil,
Warner Brother, please. Oh, I love that. Warner Brother, like just you can say one a sister, one somebody. Right. One time, Wanda, somebody said to me, they were like, who? I said, you need to know the enemy when as a preacher preaching, and they said the enemy, and somebody said with me, they said, who's the enemy? I said, girl, you don't know who the enemy is. They didn't know. They had no clue. They had never been in any kind of church situation like that, so they didn't know. They were looking around like somebody better. Wow. I said, girl, the enemy is the devil. Go ahead.
Stand under my feet.
What does that say?
The only time you look down on a sister is when you're helping her up.
Oh, my God.
Now, all of these is like different little shirts that I do. Like I said, I'm a room of inspiration, and we have it in the t-shirt as well for you.
I love that. I love that. And you put those images on there?
Yes, ma'am. I do all of this.
You are the bomb, Wanda.
What I do. This is what I do. Women of faith, women of color and faith.
Oh my gosh. I love that. I love your products.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm actually going to be getting products for the Kim Jacobs Show with people. People were talking about getting, somebody actually asked me, can they buy a t-shirt from me and a mug? I was like,
oh yeah, girl, you should do that.
I don't have that yet. We got coming soon.
We do for the little ones too.
I did. What does it say?
I did 9 months, finally got out.
Oh, I can't
we just do little things for the little ones as well. I love Daddy.
This is so cute. Oh
my gosh. Yeah, who loves you? Born to love Grandma.
I love those.
Yes. And this is one of my favorites. When I don't sleep, nobody sleeps.
That's the bottom line. You reign supreme, little one. Okay, when you don't sleep, nobody sleeps.
Right.
This is some great information and just from a small business owner that is saying, hey, I am a small business owner. Do not be discouraged during this pandemic. God can bless you tremendously, and some great things can still happen in your life.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Betty Brown says, let's see what you said. I love all the items that Wanda is sharing. She is a masterpiece being used by God. OMG. I said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so honored to have you on today. And again, I don't know the guests that come on the Kim Jacobs Show myself. So I'm learning just like you guys are learning. So it's such a pleasure to meet you and to have you on here today.
Yes, it was my brother in Christ, Jackie Spencer. He kept telling me that you need to go on this show. You need to go on this show. And he kept sending me the link, and I finally said, okay, I'll go do the application. So I did the application. God does things in a time frame that he feels it needs to be done. Because I always thought that I should be bigger and that I should grow and explode. But I believe that he has me at my level where I'm comfortable and I can do, because I've had plenty. I'm gonna tell you, Kim, plenty of people come to me. My last thing that I turned down, my last job that I turned down, she wanted to do 5,000 masks. Do you know I wanted that? I wanted that so bad, but I knew that I was not capable of putting it out the way she wanted it and how fast she wanted it. And
Right.
I had to recognize that instead of trying to scrimp and scrape. And it was like different things came to me like that, but I had to recognize which ones you have to drop and say no to, and
Right.
which ones you can say yes to. And
That's
so in
good.
doing so, I did that, and I just go online and I put things. I don't if you have to pay somebody to sell your stuff, don't put it online. Otherwise, if you have to pay someone to sell your stuff, get you an online store. Go to Shopify and pay them and do it yourself and collect your own money instead of going to eBay and Amazon and selling your stuff on there. That's just the fees that's just going to eat up all of your revenue,
That's
because
great
it's
advice.
a lot of fees. So
So
I would say,
you're saying find free online. Let me put this back into, wait a minute. You're saying find free online platforms to be able to sell your stuff so that you don't have to incur additional cost.
correct. And
I
if
love
you're going
it.
to incur a cost, then I would go like I did, go to and put your own site up, wandasroom.com. That way, instead of paying Amazon or eBay, I can just go to my store, pick a product, and paste it online myself for the people to see. Join a bunch of groups. Find different groups that has the same type of interest that you have, and join that group and advertise in that group. And you never know who's going to see it, because I have people come in from all over. I want to be at work at 5. I'll stop by. I'm selling stuff online now. I don't have to ship it. It's pick up only. Come to the store and pick it up. You don't have to do the shipping. You don't have to worry about that cost. So that's how I do my online stuff.
That's really good. And you're right in line with, and I'm always learning more and developing more because I never feel like I've arrived in life. So I'm always learning from different sources.
Right.
And a
You
book
have
that
to
I'm
continue
currently
to learn.
And the book that I'm currently reading right now, Wanda, is saying some of the exact same points that you're saying, which is that, be a part of these different groups and communities that officially have the type of products or that share the same kind of advice that you are interested in. That way you can learn and you can also contribute, and not just going just to sell your stuff, but you can contribute and add value to those platforms. I really love the advice that you are sharing. So free online platforms to sell your stuff. Don't try to incur a bunch of additional overhead costs. My mom is on here. Good morning, mommy. You said good morning, Wanda. Your Wanda's room is awesome.
Thank you.
I saw another guest on as well. Carmen. Carmen said, yes, God can, girl. Yes.
Always, always.
Yes. So you have a bunch of people that's watching, and the people that are tuning in, remember, if you don't type a comment, I don't even know that you're sitting in the studio audience. Can you at least type your name and say, hey, Kim, this is
Hey.
me, or hey, I'm from Charlotte, or I'm from Africa. I've had people on from Africa.
Oh, wow.
You gotta tell
Okay.
me. I'm so excited to have you guys on today. So let's also learn any other advice that you would have for people that are tuning in, because you shared so many nuggets already. Trust God. You share YouTube and Google should become your best friends. Selling free online, selling on, if you do it online, have pickup methods instead of just having to have paid shipping. So you are saving so much in the overhead costs. Any other tips that you have that you like to share?
Well, I just had to be diligent, be persistent, don't give up. Things might not look, there's been plenty of days that I come into my shop and I sit here for 8 to 10 hours and not see one person,
Right.
but in that whole time, I'm trying to figure out what else I can do, or what do I need to do
Mm-hmm.
to help change or bring something else in. So don't think of if it's slow and if it's just not going right. If it's something that you want, and if it's something that God has really blessed and put into your heart, as long as you do some work, He's gonna blow it up. He's gonna do whatever He has to do as long as you do some work. You can't say, God, I want, and sit there,
I love
because
it.
it's not gonna jump down from the sky. It's just not gonna drop. You
I
have to
love it.
get up and you have to do something and show him that this is what you want, and that you can do this. And if you put this in my hands, I'm gonna take care of it. You
I
know.
love it so much. I love everything that you're saying. Is such great words of wisdom for any small business owner, not just a small business owner, for any entrepreneur, any millionaire. These are the same tips that you would get from people that put motivational tips out all the time that are multi-billionaires. They're sharing the exact same tips that Wanda Lewis has implemented and has succeeded at being able to have a small business that is operating and functional during COVID-19 pandemic. So you are a mastermind, Wanda, at what you're doing, and God has gifted you, and He's going to set you before kings and queens and people that never even knew your name, but eventually will know all over the world about Wanda's Room, and Wanda Lewis. So I'm glad to be in that number today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very,
Now,
very.
just thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Yes. And Shanti, yes, we give all glory, honor, and praise to God. That's the beautiful part about being on my show. I'm not even going to act like I don't love no God. Are you crazy? He said, if you're ashamed of me, I'll be ashamed of you. And I
Yeah, hallelujah,
to be ashamed of my Lord and Savior.
hallelujah.
If somebody can say that they are whatever, fill in the blank, whatever they bold enough to say and put it out of their mouth and say it, then I should be able to easily say that what I believe, right? And not have any condemnation or shame for that. And do you believe that there are some people that actually get offended and say, "Oh, I can't believe she got to keep saying she loved the Lord"? Well, I can't believe you got to keep saying such. You say it just proudly and openly and behave any way you choose to behave, and it's okay. Whatever you big enough to do. But if I want to say that I am honored to serve my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I'm a screaming from the mountaintop.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
yes.
Dr. Shante Williams, I know all this ranting and raving I'm doing over here in a good way. Dr. Shante Williams, drshante.com is one of our proud sponsors. Today here on the Kim Jacobs Show, she has written the book Black Angels Among Us. She is a proud member of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Black Chamber of Commerce. And let me show you her book. I really want to make sure that I re-emphasize that you go to drshante.com and check out her book, Black Angels Among Us. The book is really very enlightening. You can even download it on your Kindle or any kind of electronic device. But in this book, she talks about nobody is coming to save you. If you do not have the ability to create your own generational wealth, then shame on us, because nobody's going to come and save us. We have to be able to invest in things that we believe in as an African American community, according to what she's talking about in her book. And so if you have a minimum of $500 or so, guess what? She said you can become a Black Angel investor, and she teaches you how in this guide. So I'm excited about her being one of today's episode sponsors. If you would like to sponsor an episode here on the Kim Jacobs Show, just simply email kimjacobsshow@gmail.com. I'll put that information up for you, kimjacobsshow@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to get a rate sheet over to you, and you can start advertising. If it's against my moral belief, I'm not. It's my show. I'm just not gonna advertise it. It's okay. It's okay. I love you, but I'm just not gonna advertise stuff I don't agree with. That's okay. All right. Anyway, so kimjacobsshow@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Did somebody put that up for me? No. Okay. All right. So Wanda, anything else that you want to share with everyone today?
No, just if you need any customized printing or you need a gift or just looking for something, come on down to Wanda's Room, located at 16360 Broadway Avenue in Maple Heights. Or visit us online, wandasroom.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
I love
Thank
it.
you,
I love it.
guys.
I'm going to put this here again for you. And again, Wanda's Room, 16360 Broadway Avenue in Maple Heights, Ohio. Her phone number is 216-255-4995. And she has Instagram and Facebook. You can follow her at Wanda's Room. And so make sure you guys know that you can definitely go and visit her. You'll see all of these goodies that she has in the background, which are some really amazing offers. So I'm really glad that you're on today. Also, if you're interested in supporting the Kim Jacobs Show in any way, shape, or form, here are some ways that you can do that. Kim Jacobs Inc. on Cash App, $ Kim Jacobs Inc. PayPal is paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. And then there's Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show. And thank you all. I want to take a moment to say thank you for everyone that does support the Kim Jacobs Show. If you've already supported in any way, shape, or form, it's a blessing to our organization. It gives me the opportunity to just give some type of stipend to the people that do help me backstage and in all different aspects of the show. So without them, the show is definitely not going to be what you're experiencing. So I just thank you for your support. If you're not a Patreon member, please consider being a Patreon member. You get after party content from some of my guests that go backstage and share some stuff that they never share during the show. Okay, anyway, so that's patreon.com/the Kim Jacobs Show. We also have a Quest Church prayer line, and I'd like to invite you to be a part of that. On Mondays, Pastor Jacobs actually does a recap of what he's preached on Sunday. And this Sunday, he broke some more deep details down on how God is blessing us and how he wants us to be able to be all that he created us to be and how things are still possible. It's still possible to have those goals and their dreams become a reality. So Quest Church prayer line is 978-990-5000 and the access code is 322083#. It's from 12 to 12:30 Monday through Friday. And yesterday, Pastor Jacobs made a big announcement. The big announcement is that if you're interested in doing some type of training with him, he's been a corporate vice president and been all very successful in his own right in the Fortune 500 corporate world. And he's going to be doing some trainings for people. And I want to make sure, let me share that with you right quick if I can find that link. The way that you can work with him, he's going to be starting a program starting on January 30th. And so the way that you can definitely work with him in that regard is to reach out to him via email or to also call him or let him know. I'll just share this because I think this is the best way to do it. And this is our prayer line. You can actually just put there on the voicemail 704-380-9044 or go to questchurchcharlotte.org and complete the prayer request form and say, hey, I want to join the training that you're doing starting on January 30th. And he's going to be doing some Zoom trainings to teach people about entrepreneurship. So if you're interested, say the Kim Jacobs Show sent you and he'll let you into that course. Okay. All right. Wanda, I love everything that you shared today.
Well, thank you, Kim. I thank you for the opportunity to share it. It's awesome. I just like people to hear that word because I know God is blessing me and he can bless you just like he blessed me. So I just like to share it, what he's doing.
Keep on sharing it because you are an inspiration and so many people need to stay connected with you. If they haven't connected with you yet, which I hadn't connected with you yet, I will be connecting with you and look forward to developing who knows what this journey, where this journey is going to take us because I am going to connect with you.
All right. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So I'm a small business too. So keep that in mind. Okay.
Oh yeah. We got to support each other. That's what I've been doing mostly since 2020. I try to go with the small businesses now. You know, the smaller ones, I go there first. If they don't have it, then I go to the bigger ones.
Wow.
Yeah. Cause I want them to come to me. So I got to go to you too.
Well, I'm so inspired by this interview today, and I hope that you all, I see more comments coming in. I'll take your last few comments. Yes, you go, Dr. Shantae Williams. Yes, that's a good point. That's for the Black Angels Among Us book. You can
Yes.
get that on drshante.com, and make sure you let her know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you. She's one of my episode sponsors today. And oh my God, somebody said hallelujah. Okay, hallelujah. Okay. This has been some great content today and great communication and conversation. I am glad that Wanda Lewis graced the Kim Jacobs Show stage today. So thank you. And thank you all for participating in the studio audience. Anybody have any final questions? Because other than that, we're going to disconnect and be able to get on that prayer line at noon. Anybody have any questions?
I'd like to get on that.
Going once, going twice, going. Shannon, Mackenzie, any more questions backstage? You guys asked some wonderful questions today as well. And I'd be happy to get those answered from my guest, Wanda Lewis. All right. I think I've put everything up. Oh, yeah. Somebody said, I love all of the items that you're sharing. You are a masterpiece being used by God. She didn't say your clothing items, or she didn't say your umbrellas or your Michelle Obama pocketbooks. She said, you are a blessing, a masterpiece being used by God, Wanda.
Thank you.
And who knew, coming from the Postal Service, that you would start letting your light shine in this regard and salting the earth like this?
I know. It's just been awesome the way he's just been directing me, so to speak, because I'm just following his lead. So just following the lead that he's pouring down for me. And I thank him. And I just say the favor is always raining.
Always. I look backstage to see what questions coming in. And Mackenzie said, I need her email so we can send her a sponsorship rate. She's like, don't get off without the email now. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'll get that.
I gave it to her. Wanda, I gave it to her.
She said she gave it to you already.
No, you don't have it, Mackenzie.
She'll get it. We'll get it before we disconnect. Let's see. Any other comments came in. Are you going to do a pocketbook of the new administration?
I don't know, because I like Kamala, so we're gonna see what we could do for Miss Harris. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Because I saw them pictures they put up there of her this morning on the magazine, and I was like, oh, y'all just not doing my girl right.
Oh,
yeah. So I've been thinking about that. We're gonna see. We got it in the thought process with the Lord. So let's see what come up.
Let's see what the Lord's going to do, right? Because he's already for you. So who knows what he's going to do? All right. So basically, the thing that I think I'm taking away from this whole conversation, Wanda, is that if you trust God, no matter what your journey has already been, if you trust God, he can put you on a path that can just pretty much blow your mind. That's what I think I'm walking away with.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it doesn't matter what you think you're doing or where you think you're going. When you trust God, he already has that path laid out, and that's the only way you're gonna go. Just what you can try to bump the road this way and go a little bit, but you're just gonna veer just a little, and he's gonna pull you right back to where, if you believe in and trusting in him, he's gonna pull you back to where you need to be and ask you sit. Sometimes he made me sit. I had to sit. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go left. I couldn't run. I just had to sit there. So it was just like,
wow. Well,
so I'm waiting, God. Okay, I'm sitting. I'm quiet. You have to trust him. If you trust him, let him do it. If you don't trust him, don't ask him. That's all I can say. Don't trust him. Don't ask him.
I agree with you. If you don't want the answer, don't ask God, because he's going to do exactly what he needs to do in your life. And so
whether you agree with it or not.
Right. Tomorrow, everyone, listen, Redemption of the Black Man. I want to make sure you guys know my brother, Javon Jackson. He hosts this piece that's called Redemption of the Black Man. He's had police officers and protesters and all kind of people come on the show here on the Kim Jacobs Show over the last months, as we've been dealing with the social injustice and the pandemic and everything that's been happening. And he's brought some pretty prolific people here on the show. Well, tomorrow, he's going to be talking about where would we be without our Black women?
Oh,
drop the mic. Where would we be without our Black women? And guess what? We're going to hear that answer tomorrow when my brother Javon Jackson joins us, along with I'm telling y'all, you have to tune in tomorrow, because I already know who the guests are going to be. These are some powerhouse women that physicians, city council, you name it, they're going to be in the house tomorrow, and they're going to be dropping so much knowledge. You do not want to miss tomorrow's episode at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where would we be as a world without our Black women? Okay, you'll learn the answer to that tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. So make sure you tune in, be in your virtual seats at 11 o'clock a.m. Have your friends in the studio audience with you, and you're going to go on a roller coaster ride like you've never been on tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Wanda Lewis.
Thank you, Kim.
And everybody have a great day, guys. Oh, some more comments came in. I hate to get off when the comments are coming in. Have you ever thought about doing a pocketbook collection of the Bible of famous people? That's a good one. You better go ahead.
No, Jackie, I haven't thought about that, but you gonna keep on throwing them at me, huh?
Yes, those are good suggestions.
Yeah, that was. We're gonna figure it out.
Make sure you guys reach out to Wanda Lewis. Let me put her contact information up one more time, and then we're going to get on off this good screen. Let's see. Wanda's Room. Reach out to Wanda. Follow her on Instagram, Facebook at Wanda's Room. Her phone number is 216-255-4995, and she is located at 16360 Broadway Avenue in Maple Heights, Ohio. But you don't have to just be in Ohio. She can do some things for you right online through her IG and her Facebook pages. God bless you all. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m.